Introduction. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to explore the beauty and charm of daffodils, along with everything you need to know about planting these delightful flowers. So, let's dive into the frequently asked questions about daffodils and planting. FAQs about daffodils and planting. Q. What are daffodils? A. Daffodils are beautiful spring-blooming flowers characterized by their trumpet-shaped central cups surrounded by petals. They belong to the narcissus family and come in various colors and sizes. Q. When do daffodils bloom? A. Daffodils typically bloom in early spring, adding a burst of color to your garden after the winter season. The exact blooming time can vary based on the specific variety and location. Q. How do I choose the right daffodil bulbs? A. When selecting daffodil bulbs, look for firm bulbs free from any signs of mold or damage. Choose bulbs that are plump and have a good shape, as these are more likely to produce healthy flowers. Q. Can I plant daffodils in containers? A. Absolutely. Daffodils can be planted in containers, which allows you to enjoy their beauty even if you have limited garden space. Make sure the container has proper drainage and is large enough to accommodate the bulbs. Q. What is the best location for planting daffodils? A. Daffodils thrive in well-drained soil and prefer areas with full or partial sunlight. Choose a location in your garden that receives at least 6 hours of sunlight per day. Q. How deep should I plant daffodil bulbs? A. The general rule of thumb is to plant daffodil bulbs at a depth that is 2 to 3 times the bulb's height. For example, if the bulb is 2 inches tall, plant it 4 to 6 inches deep. Q. Do daffodils require special care? A. Daffodils are relatively low-maintenance plants. Once established, they require minimal care. Provide regular watering, especially during dry periods, and remove faded flowers to encourage healthy growth. Q. Can I plant daffodils in regions with warm climates? While daffodils are traditionally associated with cooler climates, there are specific daffodil varieties that can thrive in warm regions. Look for heat-tolerant varieties and provide them with partial shade to protect them from excessive heat. Q. When should I fertilize daffodils? A. Fertilize daffodils in early spring before they bloom and again after the flowers have faded. Use a balanced fertilizer formulated for flowering bulbs, following the instructions on the package. Q. How do I prevent daffodil bulbs from rotting? A. To prevent bulb rot, ensure proper drainage by planting bulbs in well-draining soil. Avoid overwatering and remove any excess water that collects around the bulbs. Q. Can daffodils be divided? A. Yes, daffodils can be divided. Every few years, when the foliage dies back, you can dig up the bulbs, separate them, and replant them. This helps rejuvenate the plants and encourages better flowering. Q. Do daffodils attract pollinators? A. Daffodils are not major attractors of pollinators like bees or butterflies. However, they do provide an early season source of nectar for insects emerging from hibernation, making them beneficial for pollinators. Q. Can I cut daffodils for flower arrangements? A. Yes, daffodils make stunning cut flowers. To extend their vase life, cut them when the buds are just starting to open and place them in a vase with cool water. Avoid mixing them with other flowers as daffodils secrete a sap that can harm other blooms. Q. How do I store daffodil bulbs for the next season? A. After the foliage has turned yellow and died back, carefully dig up the bulbs and allow them to dry in a well-ventilated area. Once dry, store the bulbs in a cool, dark place until the next planting season. Q. Are daffodils toxic to pets? A. Daffodils contain toxic substances that can be harmful to pets if ingested. Keep your pets away from daffodil plants and bulbs to ensure their safety. We hope this FAQ session has provided you with valuable insights into the world of daffodils and planting. These resilient and vibrant flowers can add a touch of elegance to any garden. Remember to visit our website, gardenplantingflowers.com, for more information, helpful tips, and inspiration on gardening. Happy planting and enjoy the beauty of daffodils in your own backyard.